What happens when the most important news is trapped inside a broken machine? Imagine standing in the shadow of an uprising, tension hanging in the air, and every minute counts. But instead of guns or barricades, the fate of the movement rests on a single device, the printing press. Across 18th century Europe, revolutions didn't just depend on swords and speeches. They depended on information, the right words reaching the right people at the right time. In the age before social media, before telegraphs, the printing press was the beating heart of communication. Pamphlets could turn whispers into thunder. But what if that thunder is silenced? Let's rewind to the early hours of a planned revolt. The leaders, desperate to rally the masses, had penned a proclamation destined to spark outrage and hope. The plan was simple: print hundreds of leaflets, circulate them quickly, and ignite a citywide rebellion before authorities could react. The press was ready. The ink was prepared. But as the operator began to feed sheets through the machine, disaster struck. The gears jammed. The rollers refused to turn. With every attempt, the press groaned louder, but the leaflets remained blank. It wasn't sabotage, at least not in the traditional sense. It was a mechanical failure. A single broken cog, a warped roller, maybe even a dried-out ink reservoir. The leaders tried everything, tinkering, swapping parts, even taking turns at the crank. But the clock was ticking, and the authorities were listening. With each passing hour, the chance to surprise and mobilize slipped away. Outside, rumors swirled, but no official statement reached the streets. The crowd waited for direction, but the silence was deafening. Without printed guidance, confusion reigned. Would-be revolutionaries hesitated, unsure whether the uprising was real or just another rumor. The government, sensing unrest but lacking evidence, moved quickly. Troops were dispatched, curfews imposed, and organizers hunted down. All because a single machine failed its moment of truth. History often remembers the battles, the heroes, and the villains. But sometimes, it's the mundane details, the overlooked tools and silent failures, that tip the scales. This broken press didn't just ruin a plan, it reshaped a nation's destiny. The leaders scattered, the movement fizzled, and the regime endured. Documents later revealed how close the rebellion had come, how a working press could have unleashed a tidal wave of change. The lesson? Revolutions are fragile, balancing on the edge of chance, technology, and timing. Behind every grand event, there are unsung moments, quiet saboteurs, that make history what it is. So next time you hear about a world-changing event, remember the machines and moments that never made the headlines. Follow Lorelight for more stories worth knowing.